Now we will do additional question from MTP. This is a December 24 MTP question. A company is currently operating at a 80% capacity. Similar question came for June 23 exam also. So if you go through June 23 question paper, you can find the similar question. Sales 60 lakh, material, labor, variable overhead, fixed overhead. So what type of question is this? We discussed different type. We discussed the equation model. That is what we did now. Second question, we did a reverse calculation. Now this is what? Statement of profitability. You have to practice on what? Statement of profitability. So how we will go for it? An export order has been received. Yes, an export order has been received that would utilize 40% of capacity. My dear friends, right now you are on 18%. Now 40 means it will cross 120%. The order has to be taken either full or you have to reject, and you have to execute it at 10% below the domestic price. That means additional order you won't get a normal price, you will get only 10% below. That is 90% only. The alternative are given below. So they are given the option. You are told statement of profitability. So it's a question of statement of profitability. First one, reject the order, continue the domestic only. Step 2, accept the order and turn away the excess demand. Step 3, increase the capacity to maintain overall domestic demand. What you have to do? 10% you can increase by increasing an equipment for a fixed cost of what? 65,000. Work overtime is a 1.5 wage. That is the next point. Shall we go for it, my dear friends? So we have to prepare what? This is an example for the third case. We discussed a statement of profitability. Similar question we did in our class. Moreover, there is a June 2023 previous year model question also. So let's start, friends. Statement of profitability. What all the points we have? We have 3 cases. First one, reject the order. First one, it is what? Reject the order. Then we have the next option. Next option is what? Accept the order, turn away excess. Accept and reduce domestic. Accept and reduce the domestic. Then finally, what is the final last option, friends? You have to increase the capacity. Accept and increase the capacity. Accept and increase the capacity. This is the last option we have. Now we have discussed the revision stage, how to approach. We have to make a profitability statement. So 14-mark question came. So how can you do, my dear friends? We can do the sales. You reject the order, sales will not change. Reject the order. So you can make one column called existing, one column for what? Additional. Your existing sales is what? 16 lakh. That you will have the same here also. Additional sales. Here you are rejecting the order. If you are rejecting the order, you won't get the additional sales. Now your sales capacity is for what? 40% capacity. So this is for 80%. So what will come? 60 lakh is for 80. What will be for 40? But the main important point is what? This you are going at what? Not the normal price. You are charging at what? 90%. Now another one point is, we know maximum you can go for 100 only. So what happened? You can't go export in a partial way. So export, however it is, you have to take what? Export, what is the percentage? Export, you need 40% of capacity. So you need export 40. More totally is 100. That means domestic you have to come down to what? 60. That is what? Turn away excess demand. You can't reduce the domestic. You can't reduce the export. You can reduce the, that is what they don't tell 60. If you search in the question, you can't get the 60. Turn away excess demand. That is what turn away. That is 80 plus 40 will come 120. Reduce to what? 100. So 40 anyway you can't reduce. So domestic will be what? 60. So what will happen? This is for 80. what will be 460. Are you able to get it? Coming here, that will be the same. So all of you clear, my dear friends? All of you clear? So this is how you will get the sales. Now you have to rest the cost. If you want, you can do variable cost contribution like that, or else it's analysis question. You can do all the cost together. What was the cost we have? Material. What is the material cost? 5 lakh 80. See here, reject the order, no difference. So same 5 lakh 80. Here what will come? 5 lakh 80 is 480. What will be 400? Here 5 lakh 80 is this 400. What will be for 120? Next name, same thing, direct labor. What will be the labor, friends? 2 lakh 40. 2 lakh 40 is 80. What will be for 100? Next day, variable overhead. There is no increase in cost. If increase in cost is there, you have to go through the adjustment also. So what is the variable overhead? 60. Same thing. 60 is for 80. What will be 400? This is 400. What will be for 120? Now you have to go for fixed cost. You have your existing fixed cost that will not change. Existing fixed cost is what? 5 lakh 20. That anyway will not change. But if you increase, you have to equipment, which will increase the capacity by 10%, but you have to increase by what? 65%. So that will come what? Additional. What is the amount, friends? Can you please tell me the amounts? 65,000. Are you able to understand? So this is how you have to get. Now, if you go for it, they will work overtime one and a half to meet the excess capacity. This will have an impact in labor. This will have an impact in labor where that will be having impact on labor of this item. Here it will change. That means you have total is what? 120. Your total is what? 120. Up to 110, you will have what? Without overtime. Why 110? 100 is normal, 10% because of this machine. So up to 110. That is why they use the word called work overtime to meet the balance required, not 20%. Balance required. So what you have to do? Up to 110, what will be the labor? 2 lakh 40 is 480. What will be 410? What will be the 110? You will get an answer called 3 lakh 30. Now balance 10% with overtime. Overtime is what? 1.5 times. So what will become? Direct labor will be 2 lakh 40 is for 80. What will be the 10? That you have to take what? 1.5. 1.5 times. So 2 lakh 40 is for 80. What will be for 10 into 1.5? So this will be the labor. You can do different way. I have done one method, that's all. So your answer is over. You can take your total cost, material plus labor plus variable overhead plus fixed cost. If you take all the cost, you will get. For me, I am getting a fancy answer. The profit is see, you are getting a fancy answer. 2 lakh, 3 lakh, forward. Which option you are getting higher the profit? So this is how. Are you clear? So any doubt, please ask. Once you completed, we'll discuss further next question. Now, with your permission, we'll go for the next question. We'll do one key factor. Generally, in your group 2, a standard key factor also sometimes comes for exam. Key factor, as I discussed in the starting session, it can be material, it can be labor, it can be machine hour, or it can be a land. So we're doing a land problem. Some of them you are maybe familiar with in your group 1 itself. Land is little you are advanced. So we'll do a land question. A company is running a adequate supply of labor. Present the following data. Request your advice about the area to be allotted for various types of fruits which would result to the maximum profit. The company contemplate growing apples, lemon, peach, and orange. They are given the details. Selling price per box is given. Yield per acre. Now they are given some of the expenses are per box, some of them are retail. Fixed cost is given. They are given total area is 450. Some of them are suitable only for what? Orange and lemon. Some of them are suitable for what? All the four. That is why in the revision starting, as I have told you, you have to do two ranking. One is for what? 300 acre. One is for what? 150 acre. This is how you have to approach. Third and fourth part we'll discuss it. Third is nothing but when you are allocating, you should take in a full factor. That is what. Fourth part we'll discuss separately. Shall we go for? So we want to do what? Calculate the total profit or that would accurate if your order is what? Accepted. They tell there is a very interesting point. This question is very good. The question is telling minimum also. Not to tell all four types we should use a minimum quantity of what? 80. It's a standard question. The condition of minimum also there. The first point you have to go for ranking. We know ranking you have to do contribution per key factor. If material cost will be labor hour. Machine hour. Tell my dear friends, for land, what is the key factor? Land, the key factor is land expression that is in the acre. But selling price is in what? In box. So you have to convert into what? Acre. If you do in acre, then answer is over. So what you will do? Statement of ranking. In your statement of ranking, what will happen? What is happened is first we have products. What are the products we have? Apple, lemon, orange, peach. So we start, friends. The first item is what they given. I will do directly the answer. I'll do revenue per acre because it's revision. I don't take much time. We want to learn the concept. So revenue per acre. How will get revenue per acre? Selling price 15 box is what? 500. So 15 into 500. And here it is what? 15 into 150. Are you able to understand, friends? Next is 30 into 100. 45 into 200. Now you have to reduce less variable cost. In the table, very interesting. Some of the variable costs are in acre. Some of them are in what? Box. So which are all in box, you want to convert in acre. Which is in acre, you can take directly. I understand. So what is the first item? Material. Material is given in acre. You can take directly 270, 105, 90, 150. Next, growing. Growing also given in acre. So it's all in acre. You can take directly. What is the growing, friends? 300, 225, 150, 195. Picking and packing. See, picking and packing, if you analyze, they're given in what? Box. So whatever given in box, you want to convert into acre. 1.5 into 500. Here also 1.5 at 150. Here it is 300. Here it is 4.5 into 200, 900. Are you able to understand? Going further, next is transport. Transport also they given is what? Per box. You should not take per box. You have to convert into what? So 3 into 500, 1500. 3 into 150, 450 if I am not wrong. 1.5, 150 if I am not wrong. 4.5, 900 if I am not wrong. So you have to take total of the variable cost. If you take the total of the variable cost, you will get what? Contribution. You will get what? Contribution 1 minus 2. You will get contribution is what? 1 minus 2. So you will have what? You will get the number. Yes or no, friends? Now you have to go for what? You have to go for ranking. Here come the main point. First ranking for what? 300 acres. 300 acres are useful only for what? 300 acres are useful only what? Orange and peach. So you have to do only ranking for orange and peach. Orange and lemon. So this is rank 1. This is rank 2. Next you have to go for what? Ranking for 150 acres. In 150 acres, you can suitable for any 4. So you can go 1, 2, 3 and 4. Now you have to go for allocation. That is the main point. Yes or no, friends? How you will go for allocation? Statement of allocation. What is statement of allocation, friends? Statement of allocation. First you will go for what? First 300 acres. First 300 acres. First 300 acres. So first 300 acre, how it will come? You will have first total available. Total available is what? 300 acres. You will go for allocate minimum. Allocate minimum. First we'll go for rank 1, which is called, you can make it rank 1 is what? Orange. 18,000 boxes. In a box 30. You have 100. So if you give 100, 180 acres is over. Correct? 180 acres is over. Next you can go for what? Rank 2, which is 11. Again 18,000 by what? 150. 18,000 by 150. 120 acres. So coincidentally there is no balance. If it is any balance is there, who is the rank 1, it will be given. Suppose if not sufficient, next land is available for what? All the 4 will take it. Next we'll go for next what? 150 acres. Next 150 acres. Total available is what? 150 acres. First allocate minimum. First you will go to rank 1. Rank 1 is what? Peach. 18,000 by 200. It will come 90 acres. Next you have to go for what? Rank 2. Who is the rank 2? Apple. 18,000 by 500. See, here come the main point. Next you have to go for rank 3. Who is the rank 3? Orange. See, orange, if it is not fulfilled there, you have to give here. Here it is already fulfilled. Already fulfilled. So not want to give. Next rank 4, which is lemon. This is also already fulfilled. If already fulfilled, why you have to give? Minimum only your commitment. Now what is the balance? 150. This balance will go to what? Rank 1. There is no maximum condition. This is what in the revision we have discussed. Balance will go to rank 1. Balance will go to what? Rank 1. Yes or no, friends? So balance will go to rank 1. Now you can go for your product mix. Statement of profitability. How can you go for your statement of profitability? We have the product, apple, lemon, peaches, everything. For me, since I am having Excel, just make it off. Apple, lemon, orange, peaches. Yes or no, friends? Now how you will able to go for it? First one it is what? You will have what? your acres. The apple we given what? Apple 36 only we given. Lemon we given 120. Orange we given what? 180. Peaches one we given 90. Then additionally we given what? 24. So the next point is what? Contribution per acre that we have already found out here. This is the contribution per acre. So this contribution if I take, you will get what? Total contribution. Total contribution, how you will get? You know what is the acres. You just want to multiply. You know what is the acre. You just want to multiply. Now you want to reduce what? Fixed cost. Fixed cost is what? Already given here. What is the total of fixed cost? Can anyone tell? 2 lakh 10,000. You will get a fancy profit number. What is the profit number, my dear friends? 130512. So, my dear friends, a consolidated essay we completed in 5 minutes. That is how you have to approach. Clear or not, my dear friends? So, these kind of areas we were discussing. You have to revise it. Yes or no, friends? Hope all of you are clear. Now, how you will go for it? The following information. This is the data. 2 years. 22, 23. First, they are asking what is the break-even sales. I think that part you don't have no profit, no loss. Correct? I think the first part all of you might have been dead. You have to do PV ratio, your formula to a change in fixed cost by the change in profit by change in sales. Your answer 25%. Change in profit by change in sales 25%. Now you have to do fixed cost by a formula sales into PV ratio minus profit. If you do what you will get fixed cost 40 80,000. So you put it correct there. So what is a break even point, friends? 48 lakh 80,000 divided by 25%. 1 crore. Okay, wow. Any doubt in this? இது கரெக்ட் தான். இது எத்தனை பேர் வந்துச்சு? எல்லாருமே வருது. அப்பதான் நீங்க கரெக்ட் ட்ராக்ல இருக்கும். இதுக்கப்புறம் ஸ்ட்ராட்டஜிக்கலி அதுக்கப்புறம் தான் கொஞ்சம் கூட நெக்ஸ்ட் இயர் வாட் ஹேப்பன்னா சி நவ் நம்ம 23 24ல இருக்கு. நம்ம எங்க இருக்கு 23 24ல 23 24ல வேரியபிள் காஸ்ட் ரேஷியோ எவ்வளவு இருக்குன்னா 75% இருக்கு. பிக்சர் காஸ்ட் ஆல்ரெடி கண்டுபிடிச்சார். Now what happened na for 24-25 variable cost will go up to by what 6%. Fixed cost will reduce by what 4,80,000. Selling price will remain same. Counter the sales volume to earn a profit of what 50 lakh. இதுதான் நான் உங்களுக்கு சொன்ன ஒரு பாயிண்ட். If selling variable cost changes or sales changes, PV ratio will change. So you have a simple point. You can find out new PV ratio. You can find out what new PV ratio. How you can do new PV ratio? Very, very simple. That is what I'm going to tell you in 2 seconds. Are you ready, friends? That is your variable cost right now is 75. Your sale is what 100. Now next year your variable cost is go up to by what 5%. Just to put into 1.05. Don't put 5 into 80. If you took 80, it's wrong. Sales remain same. So your contribution, everything remains same. Your contribution will be the balance. See, don't think that your answer is wrong. I'm doing one shortcut method. Maybe in the reverse way, your answer also correct. So I got PV ratio. What is the new PV ratio? I do shortcut method 21.25 by contribution by sales into 100, which will be 21.25%. 21.25. There is a one shortcut also for this. This 25, if you take 95%, that is sometimes that correctly. We go for 21 point. Now they are asking what is the sales volume? So desired sales. Your formula is what? Desired sales. F plus P. Your F is fixed cost reduced by what? 4 lakh 80. So 48 lakh 80,000 minus 4 lakh 80 will be 44 lakh. So this everyone will be correct. You want to get a profit of what? 15 lakh divided by 21.25 percentage. Different method you can do, but whatever the method you do, 44 plus 15, you know what will be total? 59 lakh divided by 21.25 percentage. Correct? You will get an answer called what? 59 lakh. 2 crore 77 lakh 64,700. How many of you got the answer? Please raise your hands. Good. You got it now? Very good. So 2, 3 friends got the answer in offline. Maybe some more friends got in online. Now what is now I want to tell you now. If you are finding you find some error something, you can just ask your doubt. I'll clarify.